I pray these messages find exactly who they're meant to at the precise time they're needed. 11:11 on my clock here. Hello, family. Lots of love to you all. Hi, Emma. So happy you're here. Welcome in, welcome in. My name is Julia Rose. I'm a psychic medium, energy channel, and herbalist. Lots of other things too, just like all of you. And above all, I aim to serve God. Hello, Jojo. Blessings back. Hello, Dan. Happy you made it in. I'm excited for tonight, family. It's gonna be a good one. Hope you brought your questions. So, I'm gonna wait another minute. See who decides to pop in. One, two, three. Hey, G Starlight. Hello, John. Mic is low. Maybe I'm just speaking kind of low. Is that a little better? How are you doing? Feeling a little soft-spoken today. Okay, glad you can hear me a little better. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. We'll be doing a Q&A today with Dolores Cannon, and I'm excited because this time it's going to be a little bit different. Okay, sweet. Waiting another minute. Oh, happy Lionsgate Portal family. 8 Lionsgate. 8 to the 8 to the 8. Comment 888. Let's all tap into that manifestation vibration that we all find the answers here tonight that we're looking for. Hello, Susan. Welcome. Drop an 888. Let's all get into the same frequency, family. Right now, we're in the Lionsgate portal of the 888 manifestation energy. Beautiful. Welcome, welcome. And for those of you who are catching this at a later time, whenever you tap into this energy, you'll be stepping into the manifestation energy of the Lionsgate portal. Triple infinity, I love that. It's beautiful. Where the infinity is balance, but the 8 is alignment. I'm in a dancing mood because I'm excited, family. Oh man. God is so good. 333. Okay, I'm hearing it is time to get started. Part of me wants to wait another minute because I can feel like someone is just someone's making their way here right now, and I want to wait for them. I can feel them rushing, and I want them to know they haven't missed anything yet. Not that you miss anything ever. You always find it when you need it. Your daughter has music on the TV and you've been moving to it, LOL. So we're tapped in. Okay. 369, that quantum level up. Yes. Sweet. Hearing they have arrived. Welcome. Welcome. Happy you made it. You're just on time. So. Epic. That's a serious integration of duality, Jojo. Serious integration in your life. Epic. Congrats to you. Alden, I love your energy. Jano goes up and up. Yup. elevating today, family. Happy you made it in. So, I hope you all brought your questions. Today, we're going to be doing this a little bit differently. So, I mentioned on my community tab that tonight would be a Q&A with Dolores. Hello, Juliana. Happy you made it in. Yeah, we're doing Q&A a little bit differently tonight. So I mentioned in the community tab that Dolores Cannon would be joining us today. And typically when I've said that I'd be channeling or with these personalities, I've had Lisa here to help facilitate as a conduit. And today I will be channeling Dolores Cannon. And what does that mean? Julia, what are you normally doing on this channel? Are you channeling ever? Or are you just saying things? Well, that's a fantastic question. I know, I'm so excited. You guys, it's gonna be epic because Dolores is epic, okay? So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that my brain is blank, okay? Hello, Echo Soul. I'm so happy you're here. And hello, Allison. Yes, when you come in, drop an 888. Yeah. She's really excited to connect with you guys. And you all, she's correct, you all. Yes, with every single one of you. So again, say it again. I hope you guys brought your questions. So I wanted to explain the channeling process a bit more before I got into everything because that's what she asked of me earlier today. So the first thing with channeling is knowing that your body, your physical form is a vessel, a vehicle for consciousness. And at all times, that is primarily your consciousness. However, sometimes certain beings are able to sort of take the wheel instead. So in the case of channeling, as we'll be doing tonight, it is such that I open up myself as a channel to Dolores Cannon. My entire conscious being will be fully sidestepped, which means that my energy body, my consciousness, my perspective that you've come to know as Julia Rose is going to be taking probably a little nap. Earlier when I was channeling Dolores this way, she was telling me I was really eager to get back in and be a part of the conversation. So tonight she said, Julia, I'm going to be sidestepping you completely, but you have to tell family what's going on so they can be a part of your process. And I'm excited because I want to be transparent with you guys. And if you know me and you've been following me long enough, you know I'm pretty transparent with the things that I say and how I react to them and the things that I channel and how I react to them. I'm not always so open about my personal experiences, and that's, I'll say, with traumatic reason. However, that's not something we're gonna cover here tonight. If Dolores decides to spill tea on me while I'm gone, that's her choice. But I hope that she'll respect my traumatic need for privacy. So, here we go, guys. I'm going to allow the shift to occur right now. Oh, Emma, you're so sweet. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you all for your support. It means the world to me. So, here we go. She's so proud of you all. Julia is. She doesn't feel like she's going to do it right, but she has. And I know many of you are feeling this same way with your gifts right now.
Colorado says, you're a diamond. Thank you for supportive gifts to humanity.
And thank you for all of the space you co-create and the love you facilitate. This is Dolores speaking. And Julia's pestering me again. Tell them tell them I'm concerned that I'm doing it wrong. Oh,
Jojo, we all love you and God appreciates everything you do for the collective. I love to see you smile. No one says huge positive energy. Love wins, you've got this.
Thank you all. This is Dolores Cannon speaking. Julia's ridiculous. She's over there saying, Julia cannot come to the phone right now. Julia cannot come to the phone right now. And I know a lot of you are here because you want to hear messages from me at this time, but right now we're here to answer questions for you. It's an open floor. We're here to elucidate the confusion. No questions.
What's the most impactful steps we can take to support all beings? Ooh.
What's the most impactful steps we can take to support all beings? Love yourself first and foremost. It's imperative that you're gentle with yourself when you return to this state of loving yourself and respecting yourself. That you're gentle when you raise awareness and shine the light on things that are weighing you down. When you recognize that these are not yours to hold anymore. Because your act of releasing these cumbersome chains and distortions, these projections, these generational curses, these bloodline spirits that have been monitoring you and aiming to confuse your ability to trust yourself and to create a life that you love. When you liberate yourself from these burdens, you liberate everyone around you, or at the very least, show them that it's possible to do that in their life also.
All right, so we also have How do I access the Akashic Records? I asked you to project it last night, but it was weird. Josh was asking.
Joshua, that's a good question. So, before we touch on the Akashic Records, I'm feeling guided to speak a bit on your experience with astral projecting. The guides are asking that I express also the difference between astral traveling and astral projecting. The traveling aspect is your consciousness moving about freely. Your energy body is still, however, in your physical body. When you're astral projecting, the entirety of your life force, your vital essence, leaves your physical form. And that can look like a half projection, which is a interrupted breathing pattern and some twitching. And a full astral projection is to essentially leave the body entirely. No breath at all. So you were called to that space, Joshua, because there was something for you to learn there. I'm hearing that this was related to something about your father's business, which is very specific. So, in being shown these things when you're traveling at night, it's because it's easier for your consciousness to feel safe. Ooh. Feel safe leaving your body. And so your higher self with your guides knows where to take you and what to show you. And more often we see things that are questionable than are positive. And that's okay. Julia's going through this a lot. So is Lisa. Pretty much every light worker has traveled to see things that are quite disturbing, actually. And this is also part of the awakening process, to gain a new perspective, also to go and prepare spaces or receive the downloads for your informed communication and informed perspective. I forget the first part of the question.
How do I access the Akashic Records?
It's actually a very simple process. You just need to ensure that your space is clear and protected, that you invite your guides to be there to protect you. This is something that you set the intention for to move through. And there are keepers of these records that specifically guard yours. And these are also some of your guides. So it's important that you pray for your space to be protected, your space to be cleared of any untoward energy. You're also ensuring that you are meeting with your guides. And I say that with the understanding that in addition to whatever I say here, you would also take it upon yourself to research prayers, to also inform your perspective of how to gain access to the Akashic Records. Let's be clear, I hope you're asking about your Akashic Records. I believe you are. It's very, it's a spiritually legal no-no to get into other people's Akashic Records without their explicit permission. So that I would very heavily advise against. But if you're seeking information on your own, around your own records, absolutely I encourage that. Just set the intention and everything else will follow.
And Sierra has a really good question here. Where are we at vibrationally? As a collective right now, what's the next step needed to get to the next level of human consciousness collectively?
Right now, the 144,000. Julia's a little antsy. Could you repeat that?
Where are we at vibrationally as a collective right now? What's the next step needed to get to the next level of human consciousness collectively?
I'm going to direct you to the video that Julia posted earlier today, because I explained to her in detail regarding what it means to step up and step into the life of your mission here, from creating the timeline, projecting it, planning for it, and then taking steps towards it. And that is called hold on to your hats. I'll add here that vibrationally, the 144,000 are so desperately needed at this time in a place of complete empowerment, complete trust of self, 2222, knowing that you are capable, completely capable of emitting the frequency of love that is your birthright. That is your unique energetic imprint. And what steps are needed? What's needed right now is for you to trust that you know what steps to take and that you're hearing your guidance clearly. This is mission critical. The planet is quite God just checked me. The planet, the reason this question is so pertinent is because the planet is at a crossroads right now. We're at a crossroads right now. And everyone on this planet is in the last judgment. Julia's been seeing it in her own life. The circumstances, the people being brought to her, being told that they're being given one last chance to get it right in her life. Same with Lisa. And the same with you all. The people around you are being given one last chance because the earth needs your attention in a completely focused fashion. God does not have time to waste. And you've been feeling the urgency. That's also why you asked this question. You want to make sure that you know you're going in the right direction, and you are. You are. Own it. Step up into it and walk to it. You can do this.
And second floor times. Hi Dolores, I'm feeling overwhelmed about a legal battle I'm involved in. I'm experiencing institutional/legal/judicial corruption, and I'm exhausted. Do you have any guidance for me?
Well, first I ask to invite all of you to join me in a prayer to restore your energy and to bring you the resources, the time that you need in order to see God's justice served in your life. Whether you comment that in the chat or below, or even just verbally setting the intention out loud, I concur. Or I pray that over you. God's tests are not easy. God's tests are not easy, and for the chosen, it always is a circumstance of life and death. The stakes are that high. God wants you to know you're on the right track. And that if you keep your focus on God, God will be able to show you and direct you and move the energy as is needed. I also pray that God brings you the community and the support system that you need at this time, because I can feel how isolated this whole battle has made you. And I'm happy you're here tonight, because this is a community here for you, to hold space for you and to support you.
And Echo Soul, what is our role with the dragons? What is the role of the dragons in our lives? How do we safely awaken and activate the dragons and our dragon powers?
Wow. Julia loves dragons. She has a lot of dragon guides, so she's very excited about this question. She was asleep before, but she woke up a little bit ago. She has, you see this dragon necklace, and she's actually surrounded by dragons where she is right now. So, how to connect with your dragon power, how to empower the dragon within, how to understand the position of dragons on Earth right now. Well, we are in the year of the wood dragon, I believe. Yeah, wood earth dragon, yeah. This is one of the most fortuitous moments in Earth's history to completely change the course of this planet. God's astrology is set up for a reason, the way that it is. And this is a time for you to really capitalize on your gifts, on your decision making. Powers are fiery and passionate, fiercely protective, and understand how to recognize value in themselves and in others. And that's a beautiful question, because I'm seeing now that this is an energy that's going to help serve all of you. Tapping into the dragon within, recognizing beneath all of the muck, the mire, the distractions, the dissent, the weight of it all. When you're able to find value in everything, whether that's value in achievement or value in a lesson learned, that's going to help propel you forward so quickly. And tapping into the dragon energy is going to help you understand and embody that urgency that is needed right now on this planet. So that's what it means to connect with your dragon energy, to own your uniqueness and share it boldly, to be fiercely protective of that which you're nurturing and that which you love. The dragons are available to connect with everyone. And there is a lot of discussion in the spiritual communities about the rise of the dragons, coinciding, perfectly enough, with the rise of the dark feminine. And is not everything I just described mirroring the dark feminine energy? Dragons are dangerously misunderstood creatures. Not that they are dangerous, but that the amount of misunderstanding and misconception of dragons is dangerous, because they are fierce protectors of humankind and the value on Earth. The dragons are only an intentional thought away. Odds are everyone here has at least one dragon guide. I invite you to sit in meditation and call them forward. Allow yourself to feel their energy as much as they feel inclined to reveal themselves. They're highly intelligent and know how to maneuver through many tricky situations, and also to come out on the side of divine justice. The dragons are waiting for you to reconnect with them.
And Emma says, I am ready to take action and let myself be seen. However, there's a deep blockage I feel. Do you have any insight into breaking free and being seen for the collective?
It's a beautiful question. Could you?
Repeat that?
Yes, there's a lot of distortion around answering that question.
Yeah.
It's very important that you asked that. Thank you, Emma.
I am ready to take action and let myself be seen.
Good.
However, there's a deep blockage I feel. Do you have any insight into breaking free and being seen for the collective?
Don't think so much. You're ready to take the action, so take the action. And after you accumulate practiced actions, you'll be able to share that. Breaking free of the block or the fear of being seen for who you are. It's a multifaceted battle. Because on the one hand, it's the projections of people and their attachments that want you to stay invisible to yourself, even though they can clearly see your power, your light, your grace, your love, your capacity to change lives. On the other hand, excuse me. There we are. On the other hand, we had the distortions from others. And on the other side of that, it's this aspect of invisibility. And that's associated not just with your solar plexus, but with your throat chakra. Because your throat chakra is your ability to express and communicate your authority, your authenticity, your truth. And with this, forgive me, family, the distortions are very heavy right now in trying to wade through this question. Ah, see, here it is, the most important part. That the perception of fear is truly anticipation for how good you are going to feel with all of the abundance that finds you in expressing your truth. So on the one hand, it's projections that are weighing on you, creating that wall. And on the other hand, it's the anticipation of how good things are going to get. And if you focus on how good things are going to get, you won't think so much about all the distractions. You won't think so much about, oh, I'm going to mess it up, or, oh, I'm going to make a fool of myself. It doesn't matter. It's not about that. It's about taking action and practice. Practice creates room to grow. You were ready yesterday. Another question?
Mm-hmm. Kimberly says, I told God I would leave my husband for my kingdom spouse if God told me to. I believe God did answer me explicitly to leave for my kingdom spouse. After a year of waiting on him, I want to go back.
There's a reason I've asked Julia not to speak about twin flames anymore. And that's because, as she's been reiterating to you, the twin flame concept is a very intense, heightened, karmic journey of self-discovery through much pain. And this is to build strength and stamina in the constant self-assessment, the vigilance in self-awareness that it requires, that is required in being with your kingdom spouse. The challenges in the twin flame journey are teachers and preparation for the journey with your kingdom spouse. To be with your kingdom spouse means everything you thought you learned with your twin flames is called into question and put to the test in very challenging ways. There are consistently distortions and projections aimed at the collective that is able to graduate from the twin flame community into coming into union with their kingdom spouse that is relentlessly aiming to drive them apart. Relentlessly aiming to drive apart kingdom spouses by preying on exactly what your insecurities are. It's another reason I've asked Julia to keep talking about insecurities on this channel and distortions. These distractions that come up to pull us away from everything we've just learned and mastered. To bring it all back around again. What we do not master in this life, we have to incarnate again to then learn from. And we take as many bodies as we need to learn that lesson. And as light workers, you are already so close to mastery of self and of manifestation, of truth and understanding. This is feeling like the stakes are that much higher. And in a sense, they are. Whoever you are meant to be with to fulfill your mission as a kingdom spouse, by contract, will be brought to you. According to free will, they may or may not stay on the timeline. And that is difficult to bear. And yet, because everyone has free will, that also means that new contracts are being drafted, signed, stamped, and sealed all the time, as old contracts are reaching their date of expiration. So there are certain things that are solidified before we get here. These are exact points in time that God 100% has fated. Everything else has a varying degree of flexibility according to the timelines we project. Again, why optimism and discipline in your optimism is so important, especially as a light worker. Your mission is too grand. It's so impactful that your disciplined thought is required. Why do you keep doubting what's in your heart, my dear? Why do you keep doubting what's in your heart and what your intuition is telling you? Talk to that doubt, because it's not yours. It's a projection. Or if it is doubt from your guides, are you clear that it is doubt from your guides? From God? You must meditate more. Is there another question?
Jojo says, Dolores, you know what I've been through, and you know my mission. My mission. Any advice?
Your heart is ready to come out of hiding. But again, I feel you're looking for security in knowing what you know, in following your plan through. You don't need my validation or anyone else's. when you're that inspired and that passionate about what you do and what you're about to do, blaze ahead. Blaze ahead. That fire has kept you going, and it will continue to feed you moving forward. You already know what to do. So go ahead. Get up and step into it.
John says, what do I need to level up?
A difficult question that I would ask as a response is to ask yourself, what have you been intentionally ignoring? Is it your relationship with your father? Is it your health? What is it you've noticed but not wanted to see? So then went on like it wasn't there. All of you must be meditating more intensely at this time, because the downloads pouring in are the guidance that you need. And the distractions, the distortions are so loud that it's preventing you from sitting still and in a quiet place where you can receive the guidance that you need from God and your guides. This is essential to your growth. It is essential to the path of a light worker. To meditate, to clear your mind, to make space to receive.
I Am Enough asks, how to best hold the multiple dimensions of understanding, the understanding that there is no one here, there is only one. There are astral planes, alternate dimensions, all things existing, singularity.
No one's here? That's a surprise to me, because I'm very much here, as are you. We're answering this question. You hold space by observing it all. And we are all one, yet unique perspectives of the one. Every single soul in all of existence has Akashic records specifically for the entire history of their soul. And that is unique unto them. That does not mean you are no one. We are all source energy. We all embody source energy, and we are fragments of it, connected, simultaneously connected and separate, to allow for exchange of energy, to allow for learning, to allow for growth. To hold space for all of this is to observe it and be curious about all of it without attaching oneself overly to any particular perspective or understanding apart from that which resonates most with you. We are contractually bound to our guides in this life, whether they are in the flesh or in spirit. And that adds a whole other layer to multi-dimensional reality. Knowing that we come into this life with certain connections that we're meant to continue learning from. If there was hatred between two individuals in one life, by contract, they come back to learn how to love each other. And it is this way until all of these lessons are mastered. And God helps choose these pairings, these communities. And holding space for all of these dimensions of understanding, these realms of experience, it can be a lot to handle. So it's important that we're also taking time out to decompress and digest everything that we're learning. It's important to embody and absorb, really digest what you know and what you're learning, because that way it becomes experiential wisdom you can act upon. Stay curious. And know that you can pause and take a break when you need to. And in that break, you can nap, you can, she's saying doom scroll. Have fun. You guys are so curious. You're so intensely curious. It's important that you're also having fun and balancing the gravity of everything with the vibration of your joy, because that alone offsets so much darkness on this planet. Get excited, family. Soul family, about what's coming, about what you're creating. That optimism, that excitement is exactly what you need right now. The joy of living, the little ways you can find happiness in every circumstance. I think we'll take one more question.
Dolores, as a path number 11, do I have a special specific mission? Maybe as in abilities or powers? That was asked by Allison Montgomery.
Krishna is saying not to pay attention so much to the nitty-gritty details of these things. They inform our karmic circumstances, what we are destined to step into and embody in this life. And they can absolutely point you in the direction of growth and embodying the wisdom that you're here to learn and teach. And that does make you special, because your unique perspective on each of these values, these talents, is going to reach the people who need to hear specifically from you as an author. Hearing author. And it would benefit all of you greatly to stay curious and flexible to the ebbing and flowing of your numerology, your astrology, because these things are the karmic blueprints, the layouts that your 3D lessons are built on to carry through. And remaining open-minded about this and being flexible and curious without tightly gripping on to these things is imperative also. We want to leave room for the flexibility in things being revealed to us in ways that are different from just what we're reading about. It's important to have both. The experience of your life, the direct guidance of your guides through your channels, of God through your channels, and also the literature. I pray that answered your question.
And I want to have one here for Juliana. Not exactly a question, but I was wondering if I could hear some kind words about dealing with heartbreak. I'm losing people I really don't want to. Reason for everything.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to pray and invite you all to pray with me for Juliana and everyone else here who's navigating heartbreak at this time. That God fills their cup with rest and open-mindedness in allowing the emotions to move up and out, to process the circumstances and appreciate the good things. That sounds so blasé, but it's very much integral to our healing to reflect honestly on the good that we had in circumstances, whether that's something that is true and real, or it's something that is being taken away by the light of truth. That is so heavy and difficult to move through. So I pray God brings you the support you need exactly when you need it, that you find comfort in your community, in loved ones, and also in places you might not expect, in people you might not expect, that surprise you in beautiful ways, in miraculous, godly ways. Heartbreak is one of the most, and this word intense. Julia's a feeler, so everything for her is heightened. Heartbreak is one of the, if not the hardest, it is the hardest thing that we encounter here on this planet. The change in our belief systems, the loss of a loved one, the grief of circumstances changing so rapidly we can't believe it, but also whether or not we're seeing straight. unfortunately, in Earth School, that is one of the necessary aspects of life here. This profound space of alchemy to allow love to shine through us even more brightly. After, of course, we've taken care of ourselves and nurtured ourselves even more gently. God needs you to see the truth. And in this realm, it's not always learned through love and light. The nature of this place is the duality in that. And you're not alone. Not in your heartbreak and not in your joy. Not in your isolation and not in your communities. These are invitations to be even more gentle with yourself as you rediscover your truth, the truth of your life, the truth of your identity, and the truth of what you want. It is the hardest thing to lose people we love, whether by an accident or by devastating circumstances. None of us are strangers to grief. Some people are just better at hiding it. And so that invitation to be gentle with yourself is an invitation to be gentle with others too. Compassionate with caring for yourself the way that you need. And remembering also that you're not defined by your heartbreak. These may be defining moments for you. However, they're not like a badge or the scarlet letter that become your identity. And remembering that will help you navigate this. As Julia likes to say, that's the message. Again, I'm praying for all of you in the middle of heartbreak, that your aches and pains are eased and soothed by God's love and grace, by Source's energetic support. 144,000 going strong. I want to thank you all so much for asking me your questions today and creating space with one another, for one another to open up and speak out about what's going on in your mind and on your heart. She's getting tired now, so I have to go. It's an honor to connect with you in this way. I'm going to step out now. Much love. Whoa. She's so intense. What the heck? Are you guys okay? I love you. Good night, family. I hope you had fun with Dolores and that she answered all your questions. Whoa. Wow. Holding space for all of you, family. As you release these chains that bind you, these energies that no longer serve you. And you step up and into everything that you're excited about. Wow. My heart is on fire. You know, like that heart fire emoji? That's how I feel right now. That's the impression that Dolores has left.
Mm-hmm.
She's like heart on fire for all of you. Wow. Okay, family. I love you dearly. So much. So much. 12/21. And I will see you very soon. Okay? Oh my gosh, I love you guys so much. I don't even want to go. But I'm tired. Oh my God. I'm sorry. We all gotta sleep. We all gotta get the rest that we need. All right, family. I love you so much. And take care. Yeah. Yeah, intense. Krishna, go off. Okay. Yes, get excited for life. Get excited for life. All that fear, flip it over and say that's anticipation for everything good that's coming your way. Okay, family? 12/22. Take care and get some rest. And happy day, happy evening, happy morning. Why happy? Good morning, good evening, good day. I'm that tired. Okay. Oh. Okay, I really gotta go. Love you. Bye. I miss you too. And I'll see you again very soon.